What's going on, everybody? We're back. Another episode of touring the AFC South. But today, no, we're not talking the AFC South. Nope, we're not going to do it. I made an executive decision as host of the show. We're going to change it up. We're going to talk about something different, something that I feel needs to be talked about, something that I feel I need to show love to Black women in sports media today. That's what I feel I need to do. I mean, honestly, the Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols, everyone's had their opinions on it and things like that. But for me, what I want to do is I just want to show love to Black women in media. Nobody talks about it, but Black women in media have had rough times. There's been a lot of successes, but there's been a lot of hard-fought battles as well. I mean, just look around. Just look around. You can name plenty of them off the top of your head if you think about it. And plenty of the people I'm going to talk about first were in some situations. But I want to, instead of talking about what happened at ESPN or anything of that nature, what I want to do is I want to show love to Black women in media, in sports media. That's what I want to do. Well, first, of course, I got to start with the big folks. I'm going to show them love, but, they're not going to be the only people. The big folks are not going to be the only people that get shown love on this show. Of course, we got to talk about Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor, of course, she's a megastar. No situation like the situation that we're talking about can dim her light at all. She is a bona fide star. She just is. And, she's going to be able to write her check pretty soon because her contract comes up at ESPN this month. So congrats to her for all the success she's had. And, I mean, she just does everything and does everything well. You can't hate on that. People will try. People try to get mad. But she's earned everything that she has gotten. Everything. And she's very knowledgeable. Of course, Josina Anderson, got to talk about Josina Anderson. Cannot leave her out. It's kind of frustrating that she's not at ESPN anymore, that she's just like nobody's picked her up. But you can always count on Josina Anderson for having the scoop on a lot of different things. You could just count on her for that because she had the inside information. She had rapport with players. She had a lot of she got a lot of scoops that a lot of people could not get in a male dominated area with getting scoops and inside information. I mean, she dominated it for a while there. And, I hope to see her again on TV because, I mean, she was great at what she did. And she didn't take any crap either. She handled her business. Anytime somebody came at her incorrectly, she handled her business. And I can appreciate that for Miss Josina Anderson. And I hope to see her soon again on somebody's TV screen real soon. And of course, she isn't a person that does really sports anymore, but I gotta talk about Jemele Hill. Gotta talk about Jemele Hill. Come on now. I mean, her and Michael Smith took the His and Hers podcast and basically took it to a whole nother level, made it a show, and then all of a sudden they became hosts of Sports Center. I mean, they took it to a whole nother level. And the thing I like about her is she just basically said what was on her mind and said what she felt was right to say, no matter the consequences or anything like that. She said what she felt she needed to say at that time. Sure, it cost her some things, but she rebounded. I mean, she's on Spotify, got a Spotify deal with her show, Jemele Hill's Unbothered, which, by the way, she's got Jill Scott coming on this season, which is going to be the next episode on Monday, which I don't miss. Jemele Hill's Unbothered. I don't miss that show when it comes on. I listen to it every single week that it's on. Yeah. And if you're on the Spotify, I think you need to listen to it too, because trust me, it's good. But by the way, Mary J. Blige was last week. This week is Jill Scott, and I'm sure she's got a boatload of great guests coming on. And I just got to applaud her for just her strength and just for her doing, all that she's done and the great things that she's done, and keeping on. And, despite people coming at her and saying she needs to do this, do that, and the other, she stood firm and stood what she believed in. And I can commend that. And of course, you can't not do a sports in honoring Black women in media and showing them love without talking about Pam Oliver, the OG of sideline reporting, Pam Oliver. I mean, we all saw how Fox did her. Fox did her, they didn't necessarily treat her right, but she stayed in there. She did what she needed to do. She handled her business. And, she has been doing it for a couple decades now. And you got to give her props. She's been doing her thing, and I commend her for that. And of course, last but not least, we got another rising star. We're going to talk about Miss Malika Andrews. Yes, her story is magical. I mean, she came up basically being a writer. She had some troubles growing up, went off to school in Utah, and then that kind of reset her focus. She graduated school at 17, went to Portland University, discovered writing, became a great writer. Now, she went on to ESPN, and then now she's not only writing, but she's more in front of the TV now than actually writing, which is great. I mean, and she's doing great things. And honestly, I don't think Maria Taylor is going to be at ESPN. I think she's the next big thing at ESPN. Yes, I think she's the next big thing at ESPN. And I salute her for just being so versatile in all the things that she can do. I salute you. Of course, we talked about the big names in the business that everybody knows, everybody talks about, everybody loves, and all those type of things. But I'm going to talk about the people that I know, the people that I run across on social media all the time, the people I know that are putting in the work, doing their thing, the Black women that I know that are handling business. And I'm going to give them some love on my show. Yes, we're not, again, if you're just tuning in or you missed the last 5, 7, 10 minutes, whatever, I am not doing an AFC South show. I am doing a show tonight showing Black women in media love. Yeah, I scrapped the whole show for Black women in media. Yeah, tonight, this is what we're doing tonight. Because tonight, this is what we're doing tonight. We are praising Black women. Yes, we are, especially Black women in media. Let me start with Miss Vashti Hurt. By the way, if you're watching this podcast, it's on YouTube, by the way, at touring AFC South. But anyway, you can see at the bottom of the screen that I have names and Twitter handles for all the people I'm mentioning tonight. Now, of course, this isn't everyone I'm mentioning that's going across at the bottom, but there will be more. And of course, I will say their Twitter handles as well for people that are not watching. All right, we're going to start with Miss Vashti Hurt. She is the CEO of the Carolina Blitz website. Again, she is the CEO of the Carolina Blitz website. Now you can find her on Twitter at Keep Blitzin, which is at KEEP capital BLITZIN. Yeah, you can catch her on there. And anything that goes down to Carolina in sports, she's definitely your person to talk to. That's it. She is. She's your person to talk to. And yes, I mean Duke, North Carolina State, the Carolina Panthers, and more. And she does it all with style, grace, and she can definitely hold her own. Don't try her. I'm telling you, don't try her. And, she's done all this through her own website. Yes, she's got all these media credentials, getting all this coverage, her own website. Big ups to Vashti. Keep doing your thing, and I salute you. Keep doing your thing. Of course, next up, we've got Miss Kelsey Nicole Nelson. excuse my writing here. I'm reading my writing and it's very choppy. But anyway, if you need a host, oh yeah, she got you covered. Oh yeah, she definitely has got the hostess game on lock. She's got that on lock. She's also going to give you the knowledge with the big, beautiful smile attached. That's going to happen. Yeah. And, you know, her show, Listening KNN, it's on Fox Sports. So I think it's 1340, and you can catch it online on Facebook as well. And you never know who's going to pop up on that show. You never know. You never know who's going to pop up on her show. And, I mean, I remember one time I'm watching it, and Sean Marion popped up on the show. I was like, wow. Then Junior Bridgman, I was like, wow, that's taking it back. But, yeah, she has guests that pop up on her show all the time. And she keeps bringing great content, great knowledge, and she does that. She does that well. She does some sideline reporting. I mean, she actually hosted 2 shows with the Washington football team that was on their social media, which is The Fit and Washington Unfiltered. I mean, she does literally everything. Now, if you want to follow her on Twitter, you can follow her at The Real K Nelson, which is at TheRealKNelson. The Real K Nelson. Yeah. Excuse me for being a little tongue-tied trying to mention all that, but hey, I did it. All right. But yeah, definitely want to give her props and you know, definitely salute her doing her thing. Definitely. Up next, we've got Renee Washington. Yes, Renee is a three-time All-American at LaSalle in soccer. Yeah, so don't try. She got feet. Don't try her. Yeah. But anyway, of course, now she uses her knowledge to spit facts to folks while being a broadcaster at ESPN. Yeah, she's doing the thing. Also, she's got a show called Beyond the Headlines. Woo! That show. You ought to check that out. It's on all podcast, all places where you can catch podcasts, you know, Apple, Spotify, you know, all those places. Yeah, she's there. And it's definitely good content. It's definitely a good show. And I mean, it's also a real in-depth conversation with people that she has on the show. Trust me, you'll like it. You'll like it. You'll like it, definitely. And I mean, of course, if she was, I mean, and not even, I didn't even mention, of course, that she also started Planet Not Buried, which is something I love looking at. It's actually a group of people where, you know, it's inspiring words and you share your content and things like that too. Definitely love that group. If you're not if you're on Facebook, look up Planet Not Buried. Great group. Definitely great content. And then if you want to follow Renee, it's at Renee P. Wash. At Renee P. Wash. It's at RENEE capital P WASH. All right, and next I want to mention Tarika Foster Brasby. Now, I will say this. You can always count on Tarika to keep it real on social media. Don't come for her. She'll come for you. But anyway, you can always count on Tarika to definitely bring it every single time she jumps on there. Every single time she jumps on social media, she's gonna give you facts, not just facts. She's gonna give you. So yeah, she definitely gonna keep it 100 on social media. But of course, she is also a producer over at ESPN with the podcast. Most notably, she is, you know, on there with Around the Rim with Miss LaChina Robinson, which is another star that people don't talk about enough. Another star, black woman in media that people don't talk about enough. I'm gonna repeat myself. Yes, I did. But yeah, that show, I always catch that, and it's definitely on all your listening platforms. Yeah, your Spotify, your Apple, all those. So yes, check out Around the Rim. Definitely check that out. And of course, I'm also going to mention she does T Takes 2. Now, if you haven't caught T Takes 2, she gonna spit hot fire for about a couple minutes, and she gonna give you the business. And it is excellent content. Check it out. It's T Takes 2. You can catch it on YouTube. Also, you can catch it, of course, Twitter and Instagram as well. And if you want to follow her, you can follow her on Twitter at She Knows Sports, which is at SHE capital KNOWS capital SPORTS. Yes, definitely a follow that you need to make happen. Yes, definitely. All right, I've got up next Miss Mikhail Ramos. Yes, from keeping it, basically her show is Rolling with Ramos. I don't know if you've ever caught that show, but yeah, she definitely gives folks the business in sports. She can definitely hold her own in sports, but don't discount her just to be talking sports and basketball. She can do football too. And yes, she can hold her own. I've definitely been in a few conversations with her. And yeah, she's in there and she's not going to let up. And I love that. And of course, she's going to give it to you real every time. And then what's another thing I will tell you too. Hold her own in that one. Definitely is going to hold her own in that one. And you might not like some stuff that you're going to hear because she's going to give you the biz. She just does. Hey, she handles her business. And I salute you, Renee, salute you, Tarika, and I salute you, Mikhail, as well. And if you want to follow Mikhail, you can follow her at Mikhail Ramos. That is at MYKELL capital RAMOS. Yes, follow her. All right, and of course, up next is Miss Ashley Baker. Now, Ashley, she's been known to get herself in a little trouble sometimes, giving her hot takes, but I like to call her the hot take queen. But I will say this. She definitely doesn't mince her words. She definitely stands on her words. And if anything she misses or messes up, hey, she's going to own it. You can't get them right all the time. But hey, she has enough courage to put herself out there and do her thing, and she does it well. And I salute her for that. And of course, you can catch her on About Nothing But Sports. She's the host of that show, and she does a great job. Love watching her show. Love hearing her. She is also on all podcast platforms as well. That's About Nothing But Sports. Check it out. Follow it. Follow all the podcasts I've talked about. Follow all the people I've talked about so far. And you can find her on Twitter at Ashley Baker _21. That's capital ASHLEY BAKER _21. You can catch her on there. Definitely good content. Definitely a good follow and an entertaining follow. Yeah, definitely an entertaining follow. You gotta follow. You just do. You just do. All right, now let's see. Let's go to my second half of my women, Black women in media giving salutes tonight. First up next is Christina Williams. Now, plenty know her if you follow the WNBA. This week, of course, talking about the Atlanta Dream and the situation that happened there, and people were questioning her. Are they really questioning Christina Williams? No, you can't do that. No, she's got it on lock when it comes to WNBA content. She is definitely going to give you everything there. Of course, kicking it with Christina. That's her podcast. She's definitely going to bring WNBA talent on there, and they're going to talk about some very candid conversations. She does not mince words. She basically does her thing on there, and I can salute her for that. And she actually started this media outlet in 2018, and it got her mentioned in Forbes, y'all. Forbes. And I'm not just talking about like any old rinky-dink magazine. Yeah, she got mentioned in Forbes for her achievements in building that outlet, which is Girls Talk Sports TV. I salute you, Christina. Now, of course, I'll be remiss if I did not mention this person here. That would be Miss Nashina Quick. Now, Nashina, like Vashti, is going to give you sports talk in the Carolina area. She covers the Carolina Panthers, and also her and Vashti have a sports podcast together that covers the Panthers, called Quick Blitz, which is highly entertaining. It's not necessarily just going to talk about the Carolina Panthers per se, but it's going to talk about things going on in the Carolina area in terms of sports per se. And then also, I would say that also, it's just entertaining. They're both entertaining. I love listening to them. You can catch that on your podcast as well, on your podcast platforms, your Apple, your Spotify, things like that. Then also, what I can say is you can catch Nashina on the Revolt with her halftime report. Yes, she is on revolt.tv every couple weeks writing an article for y'all to read. If you ain't read it, you ain't ready to work, you're missing out. Go check that out now. Not right now. Now. Because she is, not now, I'm sorry, but right now. Definitely is great work. Definitely does her thing. And I mean, and honestly, outside of just being a very good journalist and she breaks stories. I mean, I remember when people were talking about Bruce Arians going to the Tampa Bay Bucks. She mentioned that. Somebody came at her on social media. What happened? He got the job. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention Christina Williams' social media, which is at Christina2334, which is at KHRISTINA 2334. Yeah, definitely. But going back to Sheena, I would say definitely she's doing it big in Carolina. I mean, and honestly, outside of sports, I mean, I enjoy watching the tapes that she puts up or the video that she puts up of her being a track mom to her boys. I love that. That is awesome, awesome stuff. I mean, definitely getting it in terms of covering sports and getting it in as being a great mom. And I can salute her for that. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, Nashina. We see you. We see you. All right. And of course, if you want to follow her, you can follow her on Twitter at Sheena_Marie3. That's at SHEENA_MARIE3. Now, up next, we got Mrs. Sharon Brown. Now, I'll tell you this. Memphis basketball, yeah, she going to give you the 411 on Memphis Grizzlies basketball anytime you want it, however you need it, she's got you. But also, I mean, she's done it at different places, whether it be Dime Magazine, Memphis Flyer, and she's just written a lot of different places. And I will tell you this. You better not come for her on social media either, because she got something for you. Mrs. Brown don't play that. She does not play that at all. And she's very knowledgeable about her sports. Believe that. You can find her on Twitter at Sharon Shy Brown. That's at SHARON, capital SHY, capital BROWN. Okay. And of course, you've got up next, we've got Karina Parks. Now, I'll tell you this. Out of all the people I've met, which I've met, I'll tell you all the people I've met that I've had on this list. I've met Kelsey. I met Kelsey at the Super Bowl. Kelsey Nicole Nelson, met her at the Super Bowl in, I believe, Atlanta, covering it, and she did a phenomenal job. I've met, I've met Nashina. I've definitely met Nashina. But the person I've known the longest out of these wonderful black women on this list is Karina Parks. Now, Karina, first met Karina covering the Super Bowl in Minneapolis, and we were freezing up there. But Karina was at it. She was everywhere. She was everywhere she needed to be, getting all the information, writing out the articles, boom, bam, pow, she got it. That was it. And from there we've been cool ever since. I mean, she's just cool people. And if you need knowledge about the Redskins and Wizards, she definitely has you covered. And of course, I can't leave out the Mystics, of course. And of course, I'm going to mention this as well. The Triple W podcast, Triple W podcast. You can catch that on any podcast listening platform you got. You can definitely listen and catch her show on there with her cohorts on there. Forgive me, I can't remember everybody's name. My apologies. But hey, big ups to that show. I love listening to that show too. As you can tell, I listen to a lot of podcasts and not a lot of local radio. Hey, it is what it is. But what also I can tell you about her, she definitely writes for the Sports Journey. I believe it's Sports Journey. I believe the 3-point conversion, of course, covering the Washington football team. Of course, I did say the Redskins earlier, which it's the artist formerly known as the Redskins, is the Washington football team. But anyway, I digress. All right. And she also covers, other things as well. But this is only just a smidgen of what she does. She is also one of the most knowledgeable PR people that I know. She does it for a living. She's done plenty of things in terms of public relations for people. And I'm not talking about just getting there and doing whatever. No, actually, running a campaign for someone or being PR for a campaign for someone. That's how big time Karina is in terms of the PR game. And now, of course, I do love hearing her PR stories, and I do let her know every time, hey, Karina, we need a PR story on. We need to hear something, a PR video on something. Of course, sometimes she already has them on lock and already getting ready to put them out already. But of course, when she does come with it, she does come with the thunder, and definitely got to salute you, Karina. And I didn't mention, of course, she is the CEO of Double Take Sports. Yes, she has her own brand as well. Yeah. Is there anything that Karina does not do? All right. And last, of course, but certainly not least, we got Miss Diamond Holton. Now, DC Sports is her thing. Basketball is her game, and she does it well. Now, she does hold it down with the writing on the Wizards and the Mystics for sure. Nothing is going to get past this wordsmith with the lyrical pen precision. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to bust a hot 16 there. I'm not a rapper. But anyway, she definitely has it on lock. She definitely does a lot of good things writing for the Washington sports, whether it be the Bullets Forever or writing on the Mystics. I mean, you can't miss her commentary, and she definitely does her thing. You got to give her props. Follow her on social media at Pens and Words. Get it? If you're watching and you see at Pens and Words, that's Diamond. And my apologies, Diamond. I didn't put the rest in there. That's on me. But anyway, you can follow her at Pens and Words. Again, you can follow her at Pens and Words. It's at PENS. Of course, capital AND, capital WORDS _. Remember the underscore. Remember that. I just wanted to take this time today to shout out all the wonderful Black women in media. All of you are wonderful in Black media. I love all of y'all. Y'all do great work. Y'all put in the time, the effort, and I felt it was appropriate to salute you all and to give you your props, give you your roses, as they like to say now. So I wanted to do that, and hopefully you enjoyed listening to that. And I know the usual people that listen in and are wondering probably what was all that. Well, look, I scrapped the show so I could give props to Black women in media, because too many times they're asked about different things or put in different situations that basically just aren't right. And, I wanted to shine a positive light on all of you and tell you how thankful that all of us are for you as Black men, as just people. Thankful for you all. This has been Touring the AFC South special edition, talking about the Black women in media. Thank you.